as we start to close out this discussion about the infrastructure of the internet, we should recognize that the internet has our infrastructure has very real problems and issues that need to be dealt with very soon, or the internet that you and I love or hate or simply use may not be as useful as we need it to be. You know, the limitations that the internet has are very, very specific. One point of it is right now is physicalness. Is that right now bandwidth is very, very hard to basically get good bandwidth through old telephone lines are problematic. And then we have HTML issues where some code doesn't work on multiple machines, and different browsers and the open standards don't always work or exist. The architecture of the network is another one in terms of switches and routers decaying and getting old, and how they're working in that. Wired internet versus wireless internet. When I go to a store and they have wireless internet, that's great. But then there's a lot of people that don't have access to wireless adapters that can get into that and use that. And then at what point can a corporation use it? Can your cars use it? How accessible is the internet? And are we going to make it more accessible to wireless devices? The internet has a lot of room to grow, and it is growing. There are more fiber optics that are being laid out in America and all over the world, which helps the speed of the internet and makes it so all of us can enjoy it, and we don't have to worry about dial-up and slow connections. The internet is taking other kinds of transformations as well. We've talked about it before, but the internet is now being used by mobile internet devices like cell phones, iPhones, and iPads. And in America, we use what's called we actually right now most cell phone companies are on what's called third generation network, 3G. There is a 4G that's out there, but it's not in most cities. I'm sorry. And then we have GSM, which is a particular kind of cell phone signal that we use that works on most of our phones, and it works in other European and Asian countries as well. But these contribute to the infrastructure of the internet because they are a part of it, and the phone and devices that use it are transferring data back and forth and participating in the cycle. It's very important to understand where the relationships are going to be changing in terms of it. There are people that say that there will be more of a wireless and internet in the future than there is going to be in terms of wired ones. And those are probably because of primary influences of applications that use wireless internet more and more, from DVD players to iPhones and iPods and iMacs. So that's where the concern comes from in that regards.